What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike back at again with another video. Of course, we're back at it again with another dividend portfolio update video for the month of November of 2021. Yes, we've been doing this for some time now, and November of 2021 has been my best year or best month so far actually when it comes to my dividend portfolio. This is the most amount of money I've ever received in dividends, and it's only going to go up in the future. Either way, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into my portfolio. You guys already know the deal if you're not new around here, but if you are new around here, basically this is my Robinhood dividend portfolio. Pretty much I invest in stocks. They pay me a dividend every single month, every single quarter, or maybe once every single year. Overall, that dividend income I'll either use to go and buy some other stocks, or I'll go ahead and put it back into that same stock to make me even more money when that next dividend payout happens. If you want to learn all about my dividend portfolio and how to create your own dividend portfolio, then definitely check out my $0 to $30,000 dividend video, 100% free, already linked. It'll be right up there for you guys. Either way, let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about my dividend portfolio for the month of November of 2021. Let's go. If you are new around here, I make videos talking all about personal finance. So that means saving your money, budgeting, credit cards, all that kind of good stuff covered right here on the channel. And we're going to be talking about the dividends today. So let's not waste any more time. I'm going to go ahead and open up my Robinhood portfolio, show you guys the portfolio value right now. You guys already know a full-blown portfolio update is coming very soon, usually right after this video, usually a day or two after. So stay locked in for that. But for the time being, let's go over all the dividends I receive, all the paychecks I receive for the month of November when it comes to my dividend portfolio. Let's do it. So I got my Robinhood portfolio right here. Let's go ahead and open that on up. Face ID, and we are in. Right now, my portfolio is sitting at $34,707.27. As of recording this video, I'm recording this video on a Sunday. Overall, it'll probably be uploaded Tuesday, I would say, something like that. But overall, the dividends don't change. The portfolio value might change a little bit, but we're not here for any of that. We're actually here for the dividends today. We'll get into the full portfolio at a later date. Overall, let's go ahead and go on over to the dividend section. I believe it's right here. We already got it up. And the first dividend I receive for the month of November when it comes to my Robinhood portfolio is from ticker symbol JPM, and that stands for JP Morgan Chase, and that was for $5.03. Let's go ahead and click on that, and you can see that's for holding about 5 shares. And we go on into JP Morgan Chase. Right now it's sitting at $161.30 a share right now, a little bit down, but I'll definitely be buying more. If you guys don't know Chase, I use a lot of Chase products. It makes a lot of sense for me personally to be invested in Chase stock. I have their credit cards. I have like 3 of their credit cards. I have their business banking account, business checking, and all this other kind of stuff. So overall, I'll be invested with Chase for a long time. I do like Chase as a company, as a brand, all that kind of good stuff. I use a lot of products. It makes a lot of sense for me to be invested in something like this. Plus, it's better than having money. It's better to have money sitting into Chase stock, earning me a little bit of a dividend income versus sitting in a Chase savings account, not earning me anything. If you want to learn more about savings accounts, I'll also have a video linked up there showing you the best places to put your money, because putting it in a savings account, a traditional bank, a brick and mortar savings account, is probably one of the worst things you can do to save more money. Either way, we're going to go ahead and back out of Chase. And that is my Chase dividend for the month of November. But the next one on the list, and like I said before, we had a decent amount of dividends this month, so we'll see how we run through this video. But the next one on the list is also on November 1st, and that's for ticker symbol BGS, and that is for $24.12. BGS stands for B&G Foods. They overall own a whole bunch of different food brands. I'll have something on screen pretty much to show you guys all the different brands they actually own and whatnot. That's for holding about 50 shares of B&G Foods. And if we go ahead and click on B&G Foods, that's a stock price right now of $30.50. We scroll down a little bit, like I said before, had 50 shares, now I have 52 shares, so I'll be getting even more of a dividend next time they pay that dividend out. And I believe JPM or JP Morgan Chase and BGS or B&G Foods also pay a quarterly dividend, so you'll get paid this dividend every single quarter or pretty much every 3 months throughout the year. And there you guys go for those two. Past those two, though, we're going to move on over to the next one, and the next one is ticker symbol VZ. That stands for Verizon, and that was for $7.65 on November 1st as well. That's for holding about 12 shares of Verizon stock, and we go in and look at Verizon stock price. It's sitting at $51.73 a share right now. When it comes to Verizon, this was overall my replacement for AT&T after they drastically cut their dividend. They haven't cut it just yet, but overall, with the whole AT&T merger thing that's going on that happened pretty much a couple months back, I made a video talking about it. Make sure you check it out. But with everything going on with that, they did cut their dividend. AT&T might actually be a solid investment still, especially at the prices it's at. I don't have it on my portfolio currently, but it's definitely something I'm looking at in the future if I can get AT&T for a good stock price. Either way, we're at Verizon right now. Verizon holding about 17 shares now, so I should get even more of a dividend payout coming up, and I'll definitely be buying more. I use a lot of Verizon products, honestly, like, the only thing I don't use Verizon for is probably their cell phone service. I have T-Mobile for cell phone service. I wish I invested in T-Mobile years ago because I love T-Mobile, but it is what it is. For Verizon, when it comes to their internet service, in my personal opinion, like their home internet is unmatched. So just that alone, I'll always be a Verizon customer. Not a big fan of Comcast. Let me know which one you like down in the comment section below. But either way, that is my position when it comes to Verizon, and I'll definitely be buying more, just like the other two that I just mentioned. If we go on over past Verizon though, next one on the list is ticker symbol LOW. This stands for Lowe's, and that was for $4.24 November 3rd. Let's go ahead and click on that. That's for holding about 5.29 shares. And we go and click on Lowe's stock price. That's for about a $247.69 a share right now. Pretty high price for Lowe's. Lowe's or Home Depot, they're both great companies. They both do great things. They both pretty much do the exact same thing. I chose Lowe's in particular. I just like Lowe's a little bit more personally, but overall, you can't really go wrong with either one of these as a dividend stock in your dividend portfolio if you happen to have it regardless. So I don't really have anything big to say about Lowe's. Overall, most of these stocks on the list, I try to find some extra news or things that's going on with most of the stocks when I bring these videos up. But overall, for the month of November, there hasn't been too much going on with pretty much every single stock that I got a dividend from in November. So not too much to talk about there. But we scroll on down. I now have 5.31 shares of Lowe's. I'll get a little bit more in the future. But past all that, we scroll down, or now we scroll down, and we go on back. That's what we got for Lowe's stock. We're going to move on over to the next one, and the next one on the list is ticker symbol CLX, or Clorox. This is for November 10th, and that is for $4.14. We go ahead and click on Clorox. That's for holding about 3.56 shares, and then we go ahead and click on it again to see the stock price is sitting at $173.63 as of recording this video. Now, Clorox, over the past couple of days, Clorox has actually went up quite a bit, and that's because of the new fear in the market from the new Omicron variant, COVID-19 variant that's going on in the market right now. If you guys don't know, Clorox actually, when COVID-19 actually first came out, Clorox actually started to soar. So we go and look at the 5-year chart, we can go and see that. COVID-19, we knew about it around February, March of last year. You can see then it was sitting at 173, and it soared all the way up to about, where we at? About $240 a share, and then it came crashing right on back down. It was no business for Clorox to actually be that high, but it was that high because Clorox, they make a lot of cleaning products. It makes a lot of sense for those cleaning products. We need those cleaning products to go ahead and clean things, clean surfaces and everything like that when it came to the COVID-19 virus. So it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and invest in Clorox stock. Go ahead and invest in Clorox stock, not COVID stock. Go ahead and invest in Clorox stock at the point in time. Now, overall, I started my position on Clorox at about 162. I thought it was a great time to get in, and so far it's proving off to be just that. And if this virus does turn out to be something that's more deadly than the original or the Delta variant or something like that, then I'm pretty sure Clorox stock will keep going up, and they also pay a nice dividend as well. So I don't usually mention the dividend yields in the particular video, only because if we scroll down and look at the Robinhood dividend yield, it says 2.61, which might be accurate, it might not be accurate, so I just leave it out or don't mention it. But overall, I either have something on screen, or you can definitely go and check for yourself at any time. These dividend yields do change every now and then, and Robinhood does not keep that information up to date, at least not as up to date as I'd like it to be, so I don't bring it up in the videos. But overall, all the stocks I'm showing you today do pay a decent dividend yield, or do pay a dividend yield in general, and that's why they're in my dividend portfolio, which is great. And that's kind of all I got to say about Clorox. But other stocks went down, this new one went up, so Clorox is one of those ones that went up because obviously to combat the virus, Clorox is definitely a great stock to have in your portfolio. Now, when it's not combating the virus, it still probably will do pretty well. Overall, pretty steady from, the 2017 up to the 2019 era. No huge gaps and jumps or anything like that, but that's okay. No big deal there. But past Clorox, though, let's go on back and go over to the next one. And the next one on the list is ticker symbol AAPL, and that stands for Apple. Overall, $2.55 coming from Apple November 12th. You go ahead and click on that. That's for holding about 11.58 shares. And we go and click at Apple stock. It's sitting around a new all-time high, or roughly around a new all-time high, because Apple stock as well as Microsoft stock has been on a pretty much a crazy run over the past month, 2 months now. $157.40 a share right now is the price for Apple stock. If we scroll down, I have about 11.6 shares now. Overall, up about 23%, or $350. I'd definitely be buying more Apple stock. I'm a huge Apple fanboy at this point in time, fanboy, whatever. I have a lot of Apple products. I'll continue to buy Apple products because they work just so well for me in my life. The ecosystem, it all works. It all just works well for me. So it makes a lot of sense for me to be invested in Apple. Even if you don't like Apple, I always recommend Apple to people just because I think it's just a great company. It's a great stock. They've been doing their thing for the past 5 years, and if you look at the past 5 years chart, it's up 465% in the past 5 years. Who knows what it's going to be like the next 5 years? I have no idea. It could be down. I highly doubt it, but it could be. Who knows? We'll have to find out, wait and see. But I know I'll be invested in Apple long term, so it's nothing for me to be worried about in that instance. Either way, there you guys go. Apple stock, cool stuff there. And let's move on over to the next one because we have so many to talk about today. The next one on the list is ticker symbol PG. That stands for Procter and Gamble, a nice household name. I believe they have over 100, I think maybe even more than that, over 100 different products for sure that's in your household. I know one of them actually just recently hit that ban list, I think Old Spice. But overall, this was for a dividend on November 15th for $4.36. If we go ahead and click on that, that's for holding about 5 shares. And if we go ahead and click on it again, we can see the stock price of $146.51 as I record this video. So like I mentioned before, Procter and Gamble, every now and then they come into trouble with some of their products and stuff like that. But overall, they definitely focus on trying to make products that don't impact your life or don't hurt you. But they did find out recently from a new study, I guess, that their Old Spice cologne, the Old Spice spray and stuff like that, as well as Secret, I believe, they have things in them, chemicals in them that can actually cause cancer, which we all obviously know is not a good thing. And you don't want that in your products when you're trying to sell your products to consumers. Either way, the stock price didn't really take a hit from that. I would say that this is news from about a day ago. Maybe something will happen over the next week or over this week that you're watching this video in. Maybe, but honestly, I doubt it. Procter and Gamble has been around for a very long time. They're a great stock to be invested into. I have no real reason to not invest in them. I do like a lot of their products. I don't use Old Spice anymore. I used to personally, but it used to burn my skin. I don't know if it used to do that for anybody else. Let me know down in the comment section. It used to burn my skin. So I don't use Old Spice anymore personally, but yeah, either way, Procter and Gamble, regardless of all that, they try to take the things off the market, do what they got to do. Obviously, they can't be perfect, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't be using these chemicals regardless. But that doesn't really have too much of an impact on the stock price from what I've seen from Procter & Gamble and from Johnson & Johnson, especially with their vaccines and what some things have happened with their vaccines as well. So overall, I think Procter & Gamble was definitely fine. I'll be invested in them long term, and I think definitely a great pickup for any dividend portfolio for sure. Either way, have about 5.04 shares still. Overall, up about 10% or $71. We'll be buying more. Past Procter & Gamble, though, what do we have next? Past Procter & Gamble, we have ticker symbol STAG for November 15th, and that's for $1.27. I've been adding to this position for a while, and this stands for Stag Industrial. We go ahead and click on that. That's for holding about 10.5 shares. And we click on it again. It's sitting at $42.81 a share right now as of recording this video. Stag Industrial pretty much holds a lot of real estate, but not any general real estate, not homes and stuff like that. They actually own a lot of warehouses. So those warehouses are obviously needed by companies like Amazon. So Amazon is actually one of their biggest customers, on top of 3M, on top of other companies like I guess McCormick and stuff like that. They just need warehouse space to do warehouse things. You know, Tesla needs warehouse. Every huge company pretty much needs a warehouse space to either store their products, create their products, or do whatever they need to do with their products, test them out. They need some type of big factory type of space. And this is what Stag Industrial does. They buy up all those warehouses across the United States and pretty much own them all. Then they rent them out to those particular companies that I just mentioned, and they receive some rental income, and then we receive some of that rental income in the form of a dividend payment. So I'll definitely be buying more. Starting my position, still loading up on it. Only have about 12 shares now, so I'll get even more next time it comes around. But overall, yeah, that's all I really got to say about Stag. Nothing crazy is happening about them right now, but if you can catch this on any dip, then I definitely recommend it. Either way, that's all I got for Stag. Past Stag, though, what do we have up next is ticker symbol MAIN, or Main Street Capital, as they call it, or as it is. Sitting at November 15th, $2.56. We go ahead and click on Main Street Capital. That's for holding about 12.2 shares roughly, and we go on in and check it out. It's about $45 a share right now. In the simplest terms possible, Main Street Capital simply hands out loans to smaller companies. They collect interest from those loans that those smaller companies pay back when they borrow those loans or take money out for those loans, and then we receive some of that interest in the form of a dividend every single month from Main Street Capital, I believe, and other stocks just like it. Main Street Capital is just one of them, and there's other stocks on my portfolio that do the exact same thing that might be gone in the future, but we'll talk about that in a future video. But that's what Main Street Capital does. Definitely a solid long-term investment. This is one for this is one for the ages. I personally feel like I think you can have this one in your portfolio for a long time. It'll make you a decent amount of money. If we go look at the year chart, 5-year chart, crazy stuff. I think long term, I think it'll definitely make you a decent amount of money. But overall, we're really here for the dividends for a lot of these stocks, which is great in that instance. But we also don't want to dividend chase or chase after high dividend yields, because you guys know if you chase after a high dividend yield, the stock price plummets. The dividend could be gone. All these companies can wipe their dividend anytime they want. But overall, they have incentive to keep doing this because it keeps investors around. And we already know, we've seen it from the whole AT&T situation, that a lot of people sold out of their AT&T positions. Like myself, I didn't have a big position, but people definitely sold out of their AT&T positions for the same exact reason. AT&T were like, yeah, we're cutting the dividend by about 50%. People didn't like that, so they sold all their AT&T stock because they were solely invested in AT&T for the dividend. And I think at that time, AT&T had a 6% dividend yield a year, which is amazing. It's great, to be honest, but you're going to cut that in half, people are probably going to take their money and make it somewhere else. So I think the same thing goes for Maine or any of these other dividend stocks. But overall, the incentive to keep it is great. And Maine, I think, is a great long-term investment. Overall, like you guys already know, this is all for entertainment purposes only. You guys invest, do everything you got to do at your own risk. I'm simply a guy on the internet just like everybody else is. This is my portfolio in particular, and I'm simply just sharing it with you to see, get insights, see what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what stocks you're investing into. Links down below as well. So there you guys go. Either way, past Maine though, what do we have? Past Maine is ticker symbol ALLY, or Ally Bank or Ally Financial. Overall, I do like Ally Bank, Ally Financial. I use that bank personally, and it's sitting at November 15th for $2.81. If we go ahead and click on that, that's for holding about 11 and a quarter of a share. And we click on it again, we can see the stock price of $48.38 a share right now. If we scroll down a little bit, I have about 12.3 shares of Ally Financial, and I'm overall up about 24% or $117. Not too much to say about Ally. They really just do everything like a regular bank would. They don't have any physical locations. They're an all online bank, so that saves them a lot of money. And you can also get more interest from that bank, considering they don't have to actually pay their employees or pay a building or pay leasing and all that other kind of stuff that normal brick and mortar banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase might have to do. Either way, Ally Financial, I think it'll be great. I hope they jump into the whole crypto type of talk or whatnot. I haven't heard anything from Ally regarding crypto and whatnot. I heard things from Chase. Chase likes Ethereum and overall, but the Chase CEO is not a big fan of crypto either. But I just haven't heard anything from Ally, so I'm excited to see what Ally can do in 2022 when it comes to cryptocurrency. Will they try to adopt something like that? We'll see. We'll just have to wait back and see. But they handle a whole bunch of different bank stuff, like just normal things that a bank would take care of, like your loans, your savings account, your checking account. It's all handled. It's a great bank for sure, regardless of all that. But I hope they get into crypto. It'll be interesting to see. Regardless, after Ally Financial, what do we have? After Ally Financial, November 15th as well, ticker symbol KMI or Kinder Morgan paid me $13.62. Go ahead and click on that. That's for holding about 50 shares. Right now, it's sitting at $16.24 a share. And I overall have the same thing, about 50 shares, and I'm down about 6% with Kinder Morgan. Kinder Morgan, as I mentioned in previous videos plenty of times, they have the largest natural gas pipeline when it comes to natural gas pipelines in the United States. And I think natural gas is just something in the United States will move towards if we ever really truly need to. Obviously, it's a lot more dangerous than like crude oil and whatnot. But overall, I think it's definitely something we can work on in the future, and definitely some type of way we can harness that energy and not pretty much let it go to waste. So long term, I think that natural gas and Kinder Morgan will be just fine, and they also pay a decent dividend, so I'm not mad at holding it right now. And I'll be also buying probably a little bit more just to add to my position. Overall, I'm down, like I said, about 7% right now. Average cost of $17.35. So we'll see how Kinder Morgan plays out in the future. But yeah, just keep it on your radar. I would say just keep it on your radar. I'm holding it right now. I already have my position. I might add a little bit more, but I'm not in any rush to buy, another 50 shares anytime soon. So yeah, keep it on your radar for sure. Past Kinder Morgan, no, what do we got? We got ticker symbol O, and it stands for Realty Income. This is on November 15th, and this is for $2.67. That's for holding about 11 shares. And if we go ahead and click on that, it's sitting at $69.17 a share right now. Realty Income actually owns real estate as well, but not the industrial real estate like the other one. Not the commercial real estate. Well, no, it is commercial real estate. Not the residential real estate like your house or something like that. They own commercial real estate. So they own those Home Depot buildings. They own LA Fitness. They own I think Dollar Generals. I think Dollar Generals. I think some Walgreens and other stores like that. They pretty much own the actual building. They collect rent, and some of the rent goes to us in the form of a monthly paying dividend stock. You guys know the deal if you've been around here a long time. But if you're new around here, which I hope a lot of you are, then you wouldn't know. And there you go. That's some new information that you didn't know about. Either way, Realty Income is a great company to hold in your dividend portfolio. I think it could be slightly overvalued right now, but not too worried about it considering all the stocks in my portfolio at this very time are pretty much long term. So at least a 5 to 10 year hold on pretty much almost all of these. So I'm not too worried about any of that right now. Definitely be buying more. Have about 11 shares, overall up about 18%. And that's pretty much all I got to say about Realty Income or O. Past O or Realty Income, we got ticker symbol PSEC, and this is just like Main Street Capital, and this is on November 18th of 2021 for $7.15. Prospect Capital, pretty much, this is for holding about 119 shares, 120 shares roughly. Go ahead and click on that. Sitting at $8.67 a share right now. I haven't bought any more of this ever since I stopped buying it around $5 a share pretty much. And it's just been riding up for me. They've been paying me a consistent dividend every single month. So I'm not too mad at holding what I got right here. We scroll down a little bit. You can see I got another one coming in December. And overall, that 119 shares, overall up about 78%, $454. This is actually one that might leave my portfolio. Not sure. Most likely, if it does leave, it'll be next month or sometime early into 2022. But it's pretty much the same exact thing as Main Street Capital in the sense that they hand out loans to smaller companies. They collect interest, and then pretty much with that interest, they pay us in the form of a monthly paying dividend stock. We love it around here. So, yeah. They've had a good dividend. It's been very consistent for me, but as soon as they become inconsistent with it, I can almost guarantee you I will be selling this stock. So if they ever fold on their dividend or just even miss one single dividend payment, I'll be like, okay, time to go. Because overall, I made tons of dividend money from this. I have all the dividend money go back into my portfolio so I can use the money to go and buy other stocks in my portfolio. And I'm cool with it. So I'm cool with losing it, especially if they decide to cut their dividend or just stop paying it completely in general. So yeah, if that happens, you guys already know the deal. I'll be selling it, just letting you guys know off the top. But if not, I'll probably keep holding it for just a little bit, collect some more interest, and collect more interest, and just go about my day when it comes to Prospect Capital, because they definitely pay a nice dividend yield. And if I had more shares, then obviously they would pay me even more. Past Prospect Capital, though, we are almost done with the list today. The next one on the list is ticker symbol ABR, and that is on November 30th for $7.22. ABR stands for Arbor Realty Trust, and if we go on in, it's sitting at $17.92 a share right now. We scroll on down. I have about 20 shares now. Overall, up basically nothing, a couple of cents, 23 cents to be exact. And overall, I think I'll be buying more Arbor Realty Trust. I'll have on screen what they pretty much cover and everything like that, but it's nothing crazy. This is a replacement for another one of my stocks in my portfolio. I just can't remember it off the top of my head, so I'm sorry for that one. I'll have something on screen to let you guys know, though, for sure. Either way, past Arbor Realty Trust, I believe we're close to the end, and we are actually at the end. That is all the stocks in my dividend portfolio for the month of November. Not in my dividend portfolio. All the stocks I received in dividends for the month of November. And of course, we'll make another update when it comes to the end of December, pretty much the end of this year. And I believe the total around here, if I don't have to check my notes, I want to say it's $89.39. I believe that's the most I've ever made in any single month from dividends alone, which is great. My goal was definitely like around $100 in dividend payments in a single month by the end of this year, and we've done it, or close enough. I'm not trying to run to just put money into stocks just so I can get a dividend. It's not about that. It's about finding stocks that you actually like, that you want to be invested in long term, and then going forward from there. Overall, I have sold some stocks, and I'll probably be selling even more stocks next month before the end of the year. And we'll talk about that in a separate video, because there's definitely a whole concept behind that and a reason why you should do that and why you shouldn't do that when it comes to paying your taxes when it comes to 2022. So, like I said before, we'll talk about all that in a future video. So make sure you like this video, stay subscribed, or get subscribed if you're not already, and check out those links down below if you want to start your dividend portfolio, because it'll get you some free stocks to get started, because that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not on Robinhood. On Robinhood, on Webull, on Public, on any place you want to start your dividend portfolio, you can do that, and you'll be all good to go. I also have links down there talking about cryptocurrency, and links down there going over different stuff where you can save money back in certain things like gas, because gas prices are crazy right now, and you guys already know the deal. I've mentioned it enough. Either way, that's all I got to say for this video. That's all the dividends I got for the month of November of 2021. It's a lot of information, I know, but take it the way you want to take it. It is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. As always, take care of yourselves, stay safe. If you want to support the channel even further, definitely check out the Patreon. I hope to have what I hope to have. I hope to have a way to actually get to know you guys more one-on-one and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are still asking for like one-on-one type of things when it comes to actually investing your money, budgeting, credit, all that kind of stuff. They want more one-on-one stuff. So I'm definitely trying to work on a way to get that all done. I'm currently in a state where I might be in between jobs, so I don't want to promise anything just yet, but hopefully everything will be settled by the beginning of next year. Hopefully by the beginning of next year, January of 2022, and that way I can focus on those one-on-ones for you guys, focus on making videos, and still work a 9-to-5 job all at once. It's a lot to do, but I'm a one-man army. I'm trying to do the best for you guys, so there you guys go. Like I said before, thank you as always. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.